with that, I'm gonna turn it over to Marlena. I'm gonna let her get set up though, like so that she can give us a really quick presentation on HGAC buy for any members that maybe don't know or aren't as aware of it as they really should be, because like we're really great, I think.
We are awesome. Thank you, Nicolette. So my screen still says preparing, so I don't know. Um,
We can see the screen, but we can't see
you can't
you
see
on this.
me.
Yeah, try again. Like I had that problem.
You had that problem? Let me try again.
You know, even though it's Wednesday, sometimes technology
It's
doesn't like
Monday. All right, let's try it again. I don't see it working.
Oh, there we go. I can see you now.
Am I on the screen now? Hey, all right. Sorry guys for that. So we'll go right through it. Like Nicolette said, this will be very brief. You will have a moment for questions at the end, and then we're going to move over to the more exciting part with our vendors. At the bottom, if you all have any questions, you can email the HGAC buy at h-gac.com. Also, I think that there should be something dropping in the chat box right now with our contact, a link to our contact information for you guys to have easy access. And we'll move right along. Just give you all a little bit of information about HGAC buy. So Nicolette started out asking where you all are from because we are a nationwide cooperative. That means anywhere in the nation, just about, you can use our program to purchase. We have members all over. We are contractor funded. And because we are nationwide, we have definitely over 8,000 members. That number changes daily, literally daily, and over 800 contractors and 40 major product categories. That means whatever you need, we've got it. And if we don't have it, we are growing every day. We are continually changing. If you guys are interested in contracts that we don't have, Brian is the guy that you can send it to, or you can get with Steven and he'll get with our bids and spec teams. And if it's a possibility or something that we can do, we are always trying to add new contracts. On this side, Nicolette, I'm feeling like you. On this side of our screen, you'll see that we also partner with several different companies, NCPP, which in the procurement world, I am 100% sure you guys have heard of NCPP, NIGP, and NPI. So moving right along. Now, these are also partners to my left. But these are membership partners. So what that means is that if you are already a member of SACOG, MARC, or BRCPC, you are automatically an HGAC by member, and you don't have to complete our ILC process to become a member. If you're on the call and you are not a member looking to sign up, someone is going to be dropping, if they have not already dropped the link to our ILC in the chat. It is a very quick process. It's all online. I think it's about 2 pages. And then you start our ILC process. You could do that today in like probably 5 minutes. Mostly our members are nonprofit organizations, qualifying nonprofit organization, and government entities. You can see long list of all different types here to my right. Now we're going to move right along to our last slide. Just tell you a few advantages of HGAC buy. So if you've been working in procurement any amount of time, you know that it could take months just to get one thing procured, one procurement process completed. Good thing about HGAC Buy is we do all of that for you. We complete the entire bid process for you. We satisfy the statute requirements of competitive bids. We have all of the statutes on our website. We have all of the solicitation documents, easy access on our website for all of our contracts, including the executed contracts for our vendors. So obviously we are saving you quite a bit of time, but not only time, you're definitely going to get better pricing because we have volume discounts. Membership is always a question. How much does it cost? How much does it cost to join? It's free. So there is no charge, and it's truly a quick process. So that 5 minutes I talked about completing it, that's it. You don't have to pull out a credit card, a PO, or anything. It's free, and it automatically renews. So once you're signed up with us, you're signed up with us until you say you don't want to be a member anymore. And that allows you to purchase off of any of our contracts, including our Parks and Recs, which we are talking about more so today. I think someone just dropped the IOC link in the chat. All righty. So that literally concludes my very short spiel on HGAC Buy. So Nicolette.
Right. So if anyone has any questions now, they can like raise their hands, like any members who maybe like want to, learn a little bit more about it, or no. I mean, you can clap for Marlena now. Did she do a great job? Nobody asked any questions?
Yeah, she did a great job.
Awesome. Well, amazing. If you have any questions, like Marlena said earlier, you can always send it to our HJC by email, and we'll be happy to assist you. And yeah, make sure you utilize all those links that we dropped in the chat box below. But now we're going to turn it over to our first vendor, who is going to be, give me 1 second, I have to pull up the schedule. We have so many great people here, guys. So sorry. Our first vendor today is going to be Shade Systems, and that is our good friend Jeremy. Look, he's already ready. Ready.
Ready to go.
Jeremy, take it over.
Good morning and welcome to Shade Systems, a leading provider in fabric tension shade structures. I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to Shade Systems, which was founded in 2003, and Shade Systems is also independently owned. This helps us make decisions quickly in-house. We have knowledgeable and experienced staff, and which is a long-term investing for your products. Let's take a moment to discuss the value of fabric tension shade structures on your sites. The use of fabric tension structures is a reduction of harmful exposure to the heat and sunburns often shown, whether it be bleachers or playgrounds of the sort. The fabric itself is a HDPE mesh type of material that is more perforated. This allows the heat to rise through the material, making the spaces below up to 30 degrees cooler. Trust me, there is a limitless design of capabilities for most challenging areas. Whether you need something that's more customized to fit a specific area, we have something that will fit it. And generally, shade structures are just more aesthetically pleasing appearance than traditional metal or wood type structures. Over the next few slides, let's take a look at, what shade is right for your area. Different applications, different locations. Shade can really be used anywhere when you think of the world of parks and recreation and more. Let's first take a look at covering playground equipment for maximizing use of that equipment and longevity, as well as protecting children from hot slides and hot equipment. Also the use of covering outdoor fitness courts. Pools and water parks is a big application for shade structures. You can see portions whereas sometimes you just need a break from the sun. You put some structures on the side of the deck just to keep a cool area to just take a break. Other areas you might want to cover the pool, cover a portion of the pool, especially a baby pool area to protect children.
I don't know.
Bleachers and dugouts are another very popular application. Be it at a ball field, especially for dugouts where players are waiting rather than sitting in the sun. Otherwise, parents and visitors sitting on bleachers watching the game. Covering a bleacher set is a great application. Here's a good look at a couple examples for tennis courts, shuffleboard, pickleball. You can see portions of it is almost like bleacher coverings as seen previously, whereas other portions might show smaller structures that can essentially be placed between 2 or 3 courts to help shade small areas. Shade Systems uses a cool net material, which is a strong and extremely durable fabric used solely with Shade Systems products. This provides maximum sun protection. It's formulated from HDPE materials using a monofilament and tape knitted lock stitch construction. This is providing you great advantages for UVR blockage, cooler areas, and you can see below vibrant colors. We have 22 colors to choose from. The turn and slide fastening quick release system is a patented and most importantly time-tested system. This system works great with our independent stainless steel cables. We do not have any size limitations on the size of structure that these components can be used on. It's positioned on each exterior columns, all columns. Its seal design prevents moisture from entering and damaging the mechanism. Here is an example of our fabric sails. Our fabric sails are composed of the single point sail fastening system. This is used with stainless steel hardware and brackets. They also offer 1-point connection points for allowing the sail to pivot and move smoothly. Stainless steel tension cables are all pre-inserted into the hems and attached to the stainless steel plates. So the products literally come ready out of the box. I'd like to thank you for stopping in to learn more about our product. I've included the email and phone number below. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to us and we'd be glad to help.
Deal.
All right. Jeremy, if you want to drop that in the chat too,
Certainly.
like for everyone to kind of use later at a later time, that would also be great.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Jeremy or Shade Systems after that presentation that they would like to ask now? Please feel free. Well, there's always breakout rooms for later, right?
That's perfectly fine.
All right. Let's move right along then to our next vendor, Superior Recreational Products, and we have William and Katrina presenting for that. So take it away, guys.
Hi, everyone. This is Katrina Lockhart, and I am the new business and sales manager for Superior Recreational Products, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be here today at this open. Go ahead and get started. At Superior Recreational Products, we offer turnkey recreational solutions so that you will have, you'll just be working with one great company from the beginning to the end. We do a complimentary site evaluation. We get the space. The site design proposal includes the design concept and cost. We manufacture the product in-house, and we also take care of the installation of your equipment and your furnishings. We offer products for all of your outdoor recreational needs. We offer shade structures, playgrounds, site furnishings, outdoor fitness equipment, and of course our dog park equipment and accessories. We have creative solutions spaces more comfortable. Again, we have a variety of styles with our shades for nearly every application. Our frames withstand wind gusts of up to 100. Cover shade bleachers, playgrounds, community spaces, and more. And our structures meet all local building codes. We include engineered seal drawings along to make sure that we're following those guidelines. We have affordable play solutions designed for children all the way to years old. And again, we have a variety of options for traditional all the way to themed. We can do pirate ships, you name it, we can make it for you. We can create that unique design that for your space. We have quick ship playground options. They can ship within 3 to 5 days if you have a fast install and you need something quickly. We have inclusive playgrounds, and we have freestanding play options. And we have phased playground options to accommodate every budget. If you don't have all the for your, we can do it in phases. We can work with you again. We can create the complete site and then just take it in chunks and do each phase as you get the money each year. Just give us a call. And we have eco-friendly playgrounds designed around your curriculum and educational goals. Our products are designed with an understanding of early childhood education. They're made from, we have them that are made from recycled and eco-friendly materials, which is very important. And we have playgrounds as well. We help build your outdoor classroom to make sure that you're incorporating all of those educational needs like science, math, and of course, we have a lot of nature options for you as well. And next, I'm going to turn it over to William Cockrell, my teammate, and he's going to start talking about our site amenities.
Hey guys, how you doing? All right, so today I want to talk about our site amenities. You know, when you have your space, it really ornaments. Sorry, can everybody hear me now? Okay. All right, so it really ornaments your space, and you can really inspire what brand you want. Because when you walk into like a school, you see some benches, you see some trash cans, you can customize it to, you know, kind of focus your goal and stuff like that. We have a variety of options from traditional to upscale, some accessories, including outdoor grills and bike racks, quick ship bench, table, and trash receptacles. We have some options for schools, colleges, parks, and more. And next we have our dog parks, which some people would say are our children. We have outdoor fit, or oh, I skipped one. Sorry, bear with me, guys. All right, so we have some outdoor fitness equipment. So I know my grandparents love this because they like to be outside, especially with being cooped up all the time with COVID. We have outdoor fitness equipment for all ages 13 and up, wheelchair accessible equipment options specifically designed for active seniors, modern and traditional design options. And now back to dog parks. Some say these are like children. I know my uncle, he'll buy a Happy Meal for his dog, so I don't get it. So we have agility equipment for dogs of all sizes, dog themed benches and trash receptacles, accessory options like pet wash and pet waste stations made from recycled eco-friendly materials. And then one thing that I really like that we have is our creativity and adaptability for the situation. So again, I know your ears are burning hearing COVID all the time, but we have these outdoor classrooms. They're pre-designed, affordable outdoor classroom packages, custom outdoor classrooms like nature themed. It encourages a clean, hands-on outdoor experience. You have some sanitized stations. I don't know if you can see them on there. We have some add-on accessories as well, like bench dividers and plexiglass shields. And here's some of our examples of what your space or area could look like. So we have some bike racks. We have some pavilions with the benches underneath. the playground with some good, cool kind of shade incorporations. And then here's some more examples. And so, yeah, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to us, team with us, and we can take advantage of great benefits and resources to help you plan your next space, guarantee discount pricing, say goodbye to bidding. I know everyone likes to hear that. Access to funding tools like grant guides and access to education tools like white papers. And ready to get started and want to learn more? Request a one-on-one and meeting with us. Katrina, anything else you want to say?
No, I'm just looking forward to getting to know everybody, and just come contact us so that we can help you with your outdoor recreational needs. Thank you.
All right, William, Katrina, if you want to drop your information into the chat box so everyone can have it. But that was amazing. Good job. Again, they'll be available afterwards in their breakout room if anyone has any questions. But we're gonna move right along, mosey right along with Playmatta. We have Brad, and I don't want to say her name wrong. Luce. Yes, I did it. All right, guys, take it away. We're excited.
Great. Well, thanks for having us. My name is Brad Rhodes. I'm the National Sales Manager for Playmatta, and we are new to the HVAC Buy program, so we're looking forward to learning more about it, meeting the members, reaching out to the members about our playground matting product. So we're going to show a couple videos, and then I'll be available to answer questions. Okay, well, thanks for watching that quickly. Not as entertaining as some of these other videos. We do have one more to show that's got a little bit more action associated with it. But just to explain a little bit about our product is a 2-layer system, as you might have seen in that slideshow. And what that actually means is the product actually comes in 2 layers. Most surfacing products do have 2 layers, but ours are separated. We install the shock pad layer first, and then we put a 1-inch thick mat on top. That has quite a bit of benefits. We're able to provide multiple fall heights. The shock pad here that hopefully you can see in the camera accommodates up to a 9-foot fall height. The system is about 4 inches thick, but we can also do any fall height that you need, all the way up to 15 feet. One of the unique things about our product is the way we actually attach our tiles, and you'll see a little bit of about that in a video that we're going to show next. But we actually weld the tiles together with plastic welding. One of the biggest complaints or the shortcomings of a tile product is curling of the edges or separation. And what we actually do once the product is installed is melt a plastic cord into the seams. I'm not sure if you can see, but our mat has a groove around the outside, and then that groove is filled with melted plastic that's the same material as our mats. So we feel that we provide a really good solution to that problem, which is a pretty typical complaint about tile products. We can install our product in a lot of different ways, as is showing in this slideshow here. We can do scuff pads. We can do a scuff pad is where we put matting underneath just a slide run out. We can do what's called a recover process, which is where we can actually install our matting over the top of port in place. So we feel like we add quite a bit of value. One of the other things about our product that we can do is, because it's 2 layers, we can resurface it or we can reuse it. So the tiles can actually be reused, and we can recondition the bottom layer. So next we're going to show just a quick video about that.
A busy playground in central Auckland, the iconic Rocket Park has been loved by local children for generations. The Playmatta surface was laid here 20 years ago. It's absorbed thousands of knocks and bumps, but it's looking tired, with some seams separating, and it's very ready for some fresh mats. After 2 decades of rain, sun and play, the undersurface at the Rocket Park is still performing well. But fresh, vibrantly coloured tiles made in Aotearoa, New Zealand will bring new life to this much-loved public park. It's a simple and straightforward solution that avoids landfill and is cost-effective for the community. The first step involves lifting the old Playmatta tiles. These mats will find new life in a sports complex across the city. Under the surface of the playground, Playmatta shock pads get a fresh skim coat of recycled rubber. This layer will ensure that impacts are absorbed evenly, and it creates both a compliant and smooth surface for the new tiles to be installed on. Once the new mats have been laid, seams are bonded together to create one strong unitary surface. The end result is a space that is appealing, fun, and safe for the next generation of local kids.
So thanks for bearing with me through all that. Hopefully that was informational, and if you guys have any questions, we'll catch you guys in the break room. Thank you.
Awesome. Brad, Lewis, if you want to put your information in the chat box for everyone to have for later, that would be great. But we're going to move right along to Icon, and we should have Sean here to present for that. Hi, Sean.
Hey. Yeah, let me share my screen real quick.
Take your time.
Awesome. Can everyone see that? Awesome. So I'm Sean Schmeiser. I'm the sales supervisor with Icon Shelter Systems. Today I want to just talk about a little bit more about our product, kind of the services that we provide, and how we can transform any space that you're looking to transform. So just a little bit about Icon is we're a steel fabricator that specializes in park shelters, gazebos, open air pavilions. We pride ourselves on the custom work and craftsmanship in every project to help landscape architects and park departments create unique and useful shades for their park areas. So we have in-house engineers, design teams, and manufacturing that allows everything to be done under one roof. Our engineer is licensed in 38 states. And that just allows us to have aesthetically pleasing shelters with structural integrity. And ultimately, our goal is to turn your imagination into shade by creating an inviting experience that brings communities together. So how do we achieve this goal? Through three key concepts: our design capabilities, our craftsmanship, and our service. And we'll go into it through a couple of different projects that we've done in the past couple of years. So the first one I want to touch base on is the Windsor Riverwalk. This is a project that the Rotary Club of Windsor, Ontario came to us, and they wanted a plaza that represented the heritage of the community. They wanted some key concepts put into the shelter. They wanted a round shape that emulates the rotary wheel as reconstructed and deconstructed over time. They wanted each roof panel to be misaligned to indicate that the future is not always predictable. And then finally, they wanted tridents on the back of every column. This is to symbolize the Ojibwe, the Ottawa, and the Potawatomi as the First Nations that first lay the foundation for the community. But ultimately, it's a little bit more than just shade. It's providing an experience. It's providing an environment that people can come hang out as they go down the Riverwalk. Next is a project that we did in Cedar Park. This is an example of a modern band shell. You can see 4 individual floating tiers on top of long round columns. The unique experience of that is it curves in 2 different directions. We were able to get the concept from the landscape architect and completely understand and give them the design that they want. And through this park, we ended up doing a few more shelters outside of just the signature band shell. So the one in the top left is actually the wedding pavilion, which is like right at the top of their valley. And then just 2 little picnic shelters that go along with that same concept throughout the park. Ultimately, a lot of conference calls, a lot of time put into it to get the look and the to really fit their design of the park as a whole. And right at the beginning, I stressed that we're a steel fabricator. We do a little bit more than just shade. This is a project that we did in Las Vegas's art district. They wanted 18 of these structures. I like to call them structural art. They have the engineering behind it to make a place aesthetically pleasing and really create that environment. So these are 20-foot cantilevered with perforated steel at the top and formed perforated steel at the bottom. That really gives a nice light show through the night hours. So outside of that, with our design capabilities and our craftsmanship, we're able to talk through certain projects. This is a really good example of a project that we took preliminary design, the image at the top, and we worked with the landscape architect to figure out all the details, from the round columns coming up to a curved beam, to tapered ends on the rafters, to even working with the electrician to run all of the electrical through the shelter. I think ultimately that made a big impact on making sure that the customer got exactly what they wanted, that the community got a place to host concerts and represent the park. And it made the install really easy on the electrician and the installer, because they knew exactly what they were doing. So that's just kind of part of the service that that we like to be a part of and we like to continue to get into. Finally, this is the end product of that particular shelter. As you can see, all of the details that I've listed before, it ended up being a gorgeous shelter that is a signature piece for this park. Outside of the custom ends, we do provide industry standard shelters as well. So squares, hexagons, octagons. If you're looking for something like that in your park, just let us know. We're happy to help. Outside of the industry standard, we do have a few of our own shelter lines. I'm not going to go into too much detail. One of the biggest and most, one of our quickest growing products is definitely our swing shelters. We're able to put bench swings on almost any shelter, and it just adds a certain dynamic to a static structure, which is pretty cool. And all of that information can be found on our website, and I'll actually put the link into the chat after my presentation. Outside of that, you know, what's in it for you? It's the opportunity to have beautiful and unique shelters that are serviced for decades. It is the craftsmanship and attention to detail on every project to make sure the fit up goes well and make sure that the shelter is exactly what the end customer wants. And finally, it's providing a turnkey experience for communities. You know, prefabricated shelters and structures have evolved significantly over the years. Landscape architects, city planners, and park designers have a vast palette of choices when it comes to selecting shade for their landscape designs. We want to help you with your ideas to be designed, to be delivered to the job site, ready to assemble, and become a place to rest, mingle, play, and eat in a public setting somewhere. So let Icon turn your next project into a reality. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sean. Great presentation. Those were all very beautiful. If anyone has any questions, obviously for Sean, you can look for him in the breakout room afterwards, and hopefully he's going to put links in the chat box. So everybody please utilize that. But we're going to move right along to Exofit. I believe we have Annie and Danny. What a rhyming duo.
That's what everybody says. Annie and Danny. Hi, everybody. Let me just get my presentation started here. All right. Everybody could see that? We're good? All right. So I just want to thank everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I am the National Sales Manager for Exofit. We are based in Miami. Everything ships from Miami. We offer total turnkey projects as well. And we have quick ship available if you need it. We offer everything that you could possibly think of. Why outdoor fitness parks? Basically, the bottom line shows that people that exercise outside, they don't keep track of the time. So you work out longer, harder, not to mention the sanitary benefits of working out outside. I'm not going to go through every bullet point because obviously you can read it. These are some of our recent projects. We do have about over 100 projects all over the United States and growing every single day. We do have some accessible pieces. We always suggest including accessible pieces when building an outdoor park so that people in wheelchairs can also benefit. And that is our newest double-sided Tai Chi spinner, which can be used by able-bodied and wheelchair. Next is our Exopod. This is one of our most popular pieces. It takes our 5 most popular Exo 1 and is attached with 5 pull-up bars. So you can work out in the middle and use every station. This is one of our favorite parks in Louisiana. As you can see, we put an Exopod for strength training with an adjacent cardio on the side there. So you get full body workout. Here is a park in Fort Lauderdale. We took an underutilized sand volleyball court and we converted it into this park, and this is facing a lake. So always keep that in mind when you're designing your fitness park. What are you going to be facing? Exo Cage. This is a CrossFit style rig structure. Obviously, this is for a more aggressive workout. I wouldn't put this in a senior citizen center or anything like that. But very, very popular piece. ExoFlex is our hydraulic line. It does offer you an adjustable resistance, so you can set your workout to, your capabilities. This is our newest line. It's the Exo Kids. Basically, this is for kids 5 to 12. Very popular in schools now. You can create your, PE curriculum around this, or just put it in a park next to a playground and give the kids more exercise to do. They love it. They absolutely love it. And we do design most of our pieces are for 2 or more kids, because it's also a place where they can go and, have social interactions. We do design everything for safety and durability. Safety is number 1 with us. None of our pieces have pinch points or crush hazards. Our handles are not rubber grips. They have little dimples in them, and we call it the action grip. So you can get a really good grip and then wash it off. So it's also very sanitary. Here's our chest lap piece. Also does not make any contact with the ground. Fitness parks, what to know. Basically, there's 2 types of fitness parks. You either have them clustered in pads or spread along a walking trail. If you are going to do a walking trail, we like to recommend that you put at least 2 exercise pieces per station, because people do like to work out in pairs, and that way somebody's not just standing there staring at the other person working out. And make sure you know your demographics and what you're putting where. So here is an example of a walking path. As you can see, all the pads have 1 or 2 pieces that are double-sided. Here is a clustered setup. Why Exofit? Well, we pride ourselves on safety and durability. Excuse me. Like I said before in the beginning, we do offer turnkey projects. We offer 2Ds, 3D drawings. Basically, we could take you from concept to completion. So if you can dream it, we'll try to make it for you. And we're very, very competitively priced. And as our warranty, it's very competitive. We do have a nationwide network of dealers available. They can perform site visits, give you recommendations, anything that you need for a park, they can help you. This is our list if you want to screenshot it, or you can always, contact me. I'm not going to get into the benefits of HGAC because you're all here and you know what it is, but basically save 5% with Exofit on all Exofit products with this wonderful program. Follow us on social media platforms. You can learn about promos, specials, anything that we have going on. We appreciate it. And you can screenshot this or take a picture if you want to follow us. Thank you for joining us. There is my information. Feel free to contact me anytime. And I'm always happy to help, and so is Danny, and I think Danny is here somewhere, I'm not sure. And that's it. I have a little video that I'll play, but I'm not gonna play the music. You could see how awesome our equipment is. And that piece that she's using is wheelchair accessible. So always try to use wheelchair pieces. The stepper. All our equipment does have labels on how to use them and general guidelines. It's our double leg press. That's one of our most popular pieces, the double cross skier. People love it. So basically anything you need, give us a call. We're here to help.
All right, excellent. I was getting envy from all of the amazing people in the videos. I don't know if anybody else felt that way, but all right, Annie, if you want to put your your information in the chat box so everyone can have access to it. And again, she'll be available in the breakout room afterwards so that you can ask her about, you know, like a fitness regimen. That's what I'm gonna do. But we're gonna move right along to landscape structures with Tim and Mike.
Okay, thanks Marlena, thanks Nicolette. Great to be with you guys this morning. My name is Tim Barrett. I'm with Landscape Structures, and joining me is Mike Fingeroth. We're both regional sales managers with LSI. I've been with LSI for going on 21 years, and we are a passionate employee owner-owned company. So we're a little bit different in the industry in that we are all employee owners. And so we have take a lot of commitment into what we make every day. We're based in Delano, Minnesota. We have extensive rep support channel covering the entire North America and actually all the way around the world. We currently have about 26 rep organizations in the United States to serve you. We are a commercial playground manufacturer, have been for 50 years. And we also have shade structures and splash pads as part of our portfolio. So like I said, we're celebrating our 50th year. This year, we were started by Barb and Steve King. Steve was a landscape architect at Iowa State. Barb was a home economist, and they met there and they started Landscape Structures and have since turned it over to the employees that helped build the company. And these are our employees. We're 450 employees strong. We're spread across 3 manufacturing plants, 2 in Delano, Minnesota, and 1 in Dallas, Texas, where we make our shade. We wouldn't be anything without our local representatives around the country and around the world. And currently we have over 400 independent rep firms, individuals that sell our product throughout the world. And so we're pretty much covering bases with anything you might need locally. One of the things we pride ourselves in is high quality and innovation. And innovation, you see, we're seeing a lot of trends these days with net structures. And this is a good example of a net structure that we see that it gets away from traditional post and decks and gets into more free-flowing play, a great airflow, and great visual safety for those kids playing. And then here you see a recent development for us as we look at taking things a little bit more creative, innovative, working with new materials, include rubber belting, lots of cable climbers, and includes a new alpine slide there that you see that the kids actually go into a bank turn as they come down. Very exciting. And then our treetops, so incorporating some built-in shade into the structure, and again, a real great visually appealing aesthetic. And again, you see the Alpine slide used there, and just innovative products that we try to bring to the market every year. And that extends into a custom development division for landscape structures, where we try to bring your visions to life and create just that little bit of custom to make your playground unique. And here you see some pretty cool flower toppers that just kind of accentuate the look of a traditional playground, combined with a butterfly climber using some cable, and just giving a little bit different aesthetic appeal. And then we can also take our custom to more of an epic level, where we can create themes. Here we see a space theme that was created out in California. We also have a jungle theme where we incorporate a glass fiber reinforced concrete, as well as some digifuse or digital graphic infusion. So lots of cool technologies that we're incorporating to make playgrounds unique and different every day. Here's an example of a Wego round spinner. This is an inclusive spinner that a wheelchair is able to enter into this spinner. They're able to spin it from the outside, as you see this child doing, or the user inside can actually spin and turn the spinner on their own while inside. And so we like to see this as an inclusive play element, where kids with all abilities can get access to this and also enjoy the play experience together. And then we also have a series of fitness equipment called Fit4 Extreme for both the 5 to 12-year-olds and 13+ ages. Again, very popular with middle schools and with park and rec departments, trying to gain more access to physical fitness for the kids, keeping them active. They're a new innovation for us. Again, we try to evolve the industry quite often. And here's an example of the Qantas Net that's new for us, that is basically a big series of figure 8 that has independent items added to it for sliding and climbing. And this is just a completely different look that we see in the market from what we see in the market today. And then taking, again, some of that net development that we see, creating this idea of getting kids off the couch and creating a design that's exciting, that gives the kids the opportunity to create their own kind of sense of play. And it's kind of unprescribed play. And that's what we're afforded to do with a lot of our net technology today. Then here's an example of a kind of a concept playground development that we did in Arizona. And so you see the development of working with landscape architects to create this vision of how this thing can be a topography, how it can be developed into the site that was existing, which had hills. And then you can see the finished product here. Very fun, very engaging. And we're seeing a lot of our playgrounds today become almost Disney-like in bringing a lot of creativity and fun to the local playgrounds. Here's another example of when we did the Domino Sugar Factory plant in New York, where again, we started out with a vision, working with the customer and landscape architect. And then here you see the real product right on the water there. And you can see how it gets almost unrecognizable for playgrounds that we tend to see in our local parks. And so that's what's exciting about and what's trending in playgrounds, at least for landscape structures. So then we have a lot of pretty creative people on our team. And so they decided to give us this visual, which is super fun, which is a big swirl and a big, how do we look at the flow of kids in a play structure? And so we look at something like this and we get our engineers and innovators involved, and then we create something and we say, okay, we can start to see how a play structure can evolve from this kind of creativity. And so we have what we call the Hydra. The Hydra system, on the right there, you see the small Scout, which is a 2 to 5-year-old system. On the left is a 5 to 12-year-old system. And then in the back are the custom towers for the Hydra towers. So a completely different look than what we've seen in playgrounds over the last 40 years. That's the Hydra. We also make Skyways shade products in Dallas. So this is incorporated into landscape structures. We've got a great team down there. We do all of our manufacturing there. And one of the cool things that we get to do is we get to integrate shade into the play structure because we own the shade structure factory. We can combine the two with play. And as you see there on the bottom right, You see a large play structure with a net incorporated into the posts, helps to be more economical and pretty seamless in the design. Another example here where we've taken all of this shade, is integrated right into the play equipment, makes it very economical and super fun to provide shade in a unique way. And then you look at something like this, which we call the Venti. Okay, so it has 20 play components on it, obviously for Venti. The Venti, and then when we look at it, what we can do with shade is we can incorporate that shade right into the Venti structure itself. Again, saving less footings, less installation costs, and we get really good shade coverage as a result. Wouldn't be right to leave the session here. Again, we're grateful for you participating in this and listening to us today from Landscape Structures. And the last thing we want to cover with you is our aquatics line of splash pads. So we do have an aquatics factory in Delano, Minnesota that supports our design and products for aquatics. And one of the things that we're transitioning into aquatics from Landscape Structures is our innovation. And so you see something like this, like the Aquahydra, which actually doesn't require any electricity to run. And it's got a really unique pump system that allows you to get splash pad access in remote areas around this city. And here's an example of our AquaSmart packages. So, we're trying to say, okay, how do we fit a splash pad into today's budgets? So we've got different kinds of budgets, whether it's the AquaSmart package A or package B. And so working with our consultants, we can help develop an AquaSmart package that's just right for you, that fits your budget and fits your space needs. And then we can also do complete water structures, which are great. Depending on the budget, we can work at big dump stations for water and have a lot of fun with that. And so that's aquatics from Landscape Structures. And what you see here is an example of where we can join a playground with an aquatic splash pad and create a lot of fun. And then when we design it, we look at different zones, a dynamic zone, a universal zone, and a gentle zone, depending on the age range that we're trying to attract. So why Landscape Structures? Again, thank you for your time. We like to think we're the highest quality playground splash pad and shade manufacturer out there. Customer service oriented, experienced local support, market knowledge and innovation, and basically you have our word. As an employee-owned company, we're different, and we want to show you that difference. So, for better tomorrow, we play today. And again, thank you, Nicolette and Elena, for involving us today with Landscape Structures.
We love to have you because I'm a giant child and I enjoyed every single photograph that I saw.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much. Tim, Michael, please go ahead and put your info in the chat box so everyone can have it. And they will be available after, as we said, after all the presentations are through in the breakout rooms. We're gonna go ahead and move right along though to BCI Burke. And we should have Marion and Jill on the call to present for them. See Jill.
Hi everyone. Thank you first of all for the opportunity to present Burke. We have Marion Larson, who's our contract expert, who will be sharing her screen. And I am one of the sales managers for Burke. Just a little bit about Burke before we show a video. We've been around for over 100 years manufacturing play equipment in Wisconsin. We've done a lot of research on the value of play for children and adults, fitness. And just this video is a little bit about what we are all about at Burke. And it shows some of our products and fitness and how they can move your community.
At Burke, play is our passion, our mission, and our business, and it is more important than ever before. We need play at all ages and stages of life. It's something deep down we've always known. Outdoor recreation places regenerate us, provide connection even in the smallest way, and remind us of what we have, of what we've always had. Play moves us in ways that are beyond our understanding. It tells us, yes, we can. And yes, we should, at any age, at any time, and under all circumstances. When we started this movement, we had a vision. Our story was aspirational. We knew and understood the power of play and how to harness it. But we also knew there was more. That to spread our movement, we needed to invest in new research, new products, and innovative designs that called everyone to play. Driven by our culture of inclusivity, creativity, teamwork, and innovation, our story expanded. The story is not that of a company or a brand, but a movement. We are creating the world we want to live in, we want to work in, and raise our children in. A world where equity and equality can be realized through play. And our play events challenge the conventional and make the impossible possible. Bringing play that moves you to the communities we serve is what we love and what we do. As we celebrate 101 years in play, we continue to honor the entrepreneurial spirit and customer-focused approach our founder, J.E. Burke, instilled in our company. We're always learning, always growing, and always working to enhance play environments, experiences, and help everyone of all ages and abilities to find the best of themselves through play. The time is now to join our movement, be part of our passion, and let play move you.
I just wanted to say all of our products and installation services are available on the HGAC contract, and we do have representative partners across the country. If you would go to our website, bciburke.com, you can connect with any one of our partners, or any questions, you can find Marianne or myself. Any questions for us right now?
No, it seems like we're good for right now. Thank you, Jill and Marianne. That was very good. We like the video. We love children. Marianne has put a couple of things in the chat box, so everyone please take advantage of that. And again, if anybody thinks of any questions, they will be in the breakout room. Our last presentation, though, we're going to move along, is to Cedar Forest Products, and we have Scott and Dave here to present for that. So take it away, Scott, Dave.
Well, good afternoon. Being the last presenter, that must make me the main feature, main event, or I'd like to thank all of the opening acts for getting us here. Let me get my sheet screen shared with you, and we'll be on our way. All right, is everybody seeing a nice steel shelter on an eastern coast with a sunrise? A nodded head would be great. All right, good. With that, we will carry on. Cedar Forest Products has been producing shade and enclosed buildings since 1964. You can see, in addition to custom galvanized steel shelters on the eastern shore, we also produce glue laminated bridges, band shells, steel shelters, enclosed restroom buildings with open pavilions, wood shelters, and cabins. In 1964, Cedar Forest Products got started in the business making open wood shelters and lots of cabins and mess halls and convention centers for Boy Scouts, Girl Scout camps. And over the years, we've evolved into integrating steel and wood for enclosed restroom buildings. Our buildings come all pre-cut, pre-engineered, and loaded on a semi-trailer for easy unloading and installation at your job site. The advantage of the building being knocked down versus fully assembled is that there's no heavy crane required. 4,000-pound lift capacity high-low will get all of the material off and ready to be installed. At the base level, for shade, we have the low pitch beams, which are glue laminated double pitch and taper beams on glue laminated Port Orford cedar columns, and your choice of shingles, metal, or standing seam metal roofing. We use Port Orford cedar columns because that is the same material that's used for many oceanside piers and docks. To the other end of the economic and budget spectrum is the open timber truss. That utilizes glue laminated beams, architectural grade southern yellow pine on top of the Port Orford cedar glue laminated columns, and everything from a simple timber truss design up to customs including curved members. Now you can take any of our buildings and add details, deduct details, and customize it to whatever you can imagine on a napkin. The upper left picture shows a fairly basic open timber truss building that's been dressed up and customized through trim and multiple columns. That center picture on the top illustrates a deduction of material where that particular university wanted to have more of an artistic entry to their chapel. So they took our Gothic arch laminated beam structure and asked us to remove the roof. What our customers want is what our customers get. Well, wandering around the world, looking at different parks, it's easy to see that there's quite often an open picnic shelter, and then 50 feet away, there's an enclosed restroom building. And somewhere over the last 50 years, somebody said, by golly, why don't we join those together? So that brought up our Pack Air Activity Center. What you get is an open shelter for picnicking or resting, or as you can see in that lower right corner, and standing in line, now socially distanced, for concession purchases. And then just around the corner is the restroom, concession stand, and a storage room. Those floor plans can be fully customized to whatever your specific site needs. Why a Cedar Forest Products enclosed building, you might ask? Good question. Our buildings are constructed with kiln dried 4x8 double tug and groove cedar timbers. Now that's solid northern white cedar from the deep cold forests of Michigan, New York, and possibly Minnesota. These timbers are pre-cut, pre-stacked in the factory and ready to be reassembled on your site. A 24x36 building was installed by 4 Georgia state prisoners in 2 days. So it's a quick on-site installation. The simple restroom open shelter combinations have grown and expanded to doing nature and retreat centers. So if you have a project where you're normally thinking, well, that's not a picnic shelter, but it's running over budget, we've had success actually coming in with our stacked cedar and resurrecting an otherwise budget busting project and making it come to life. So if you have an architect, or you are an architect or a project manager who has a building that's just coming in over budget, let us know. We may be able to make that project a reality. Well, it's all about bridges today, isn't it? Getting to know people and making connections. Cedar Forest Products can help you with bridges as well. Here we took our simple glue laminated open bridge, put on an open timber truss building, and voila, we have a covered bridge. 4 foot wide, 6 foot wide, 8 feet wide. We can go from 6 feet long to even 100-foot span. Not to be outdone by the other shade suppliers in the industry, we also custom fabricate steel shelters, all bolt together, powder coated, pre-finished, pre-engineered, bolting together like an erector set. Don't sit out there with a welding rod and a 10 snips. Instead, go to Cedar Forest Products and order a steel building. Now, anybody can provide shade, but baseball seems to be the thing to do today. And here is an example of the covered shelters, covered bleacher covers. We're getting a lot of these orders. So by golly, if you've got a stadium, give us a call. And what's a steel shelter, or any shelter if it's not custom? So here is some examples of custom steel pergolas. We also do custom wood pergolas. So when you're looking for park amenities such as buildings, restrooms, shades, picnic shelters, pergolas, pavilions, cabins, and retreat centers, give us a call. Cedar Forest Products, covering your needs since 1964.